Hello. This is an experience about introduction to cells. Next, I will explain to you about plant cell. The presentation delves into the fundamental units of life, cells. It distinguishes between prokaryotic cells, which lack a nucleus, and eukaryotic cells, which contain a nucleus. Which organelle is known as the powerhouse of the cell? Hello. Let's start with an easy question about cells. Question 1. What is the basic unit of life?
The basic unit of life is the cell. Cells are the smallest structural and functional units capable of performing all the processes necessary for life, such as metabolism, growth, and reproduction.
Great explanation. Let's move on to a slightly more challenging question. Question 2. Can you explain the main difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells? That's correct. Prokaryotic cells are simpler and lack a nucleus, while eukaryotic cells have a defined nucleus and are more complex. Let's move on to a more advanced question. Question 3. Describe the role of mitochondria in eukaryotic cells. Mitochondria are indeed crucial for cell survival. Question 4. What is the function of ribosomes in a cell? This is your overview chart and your score is final score. Here is your detailed report. The assessment indicates a strong performance in critical thinking. Hello. This is an experience about hereditary information and DNA. Next, I will explain to you about DNA replication. Hereditary information is encoded in DNA, a molecule structured as a double helix, resembling a twisted ladder. DNA is composed of nucleotides, each consisting of a sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. The bases pair specifically, A with T, C with G, forming base pairs. Hello. Let's start with a simple question about DNA. Easy question, what does DNA stand for?
Well, I'm not so sure what does DNA stands for, but I think it is made of sugar nitrogenous base.
No worries. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. Let's move on to the next question, and I'll keep it simple. Question 2. What are the 4 nitrogenous bases found in DNA? Not quite. Let's try another question. Easy question, what are the 4 nitrogenous bases found in DNA?
Adenine.
Adenine is one of them. The 4 nitrogenous bases in DNA are adenine, A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G. Let's move on to the next question. Intermediate question, what is the significance of the double helix structure of DNA?
Well, I'm not so sure. Could it to facilitate the movement of the body cells?
Not quite, but that's okay. The double helix.
Well, they play a crucial role in how our hereditary are being formed and look like.
That's right, the nitrogenous bases are crucial for hereditary information. The 4 nitrogenous bases in DNA are adenine, A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G. Let's try another question. Question 3. What is the shape of the DNA molecule, often described as? Genes are actually segments of DNA that encode instructions for protein synthesis. They play a crucial role in heredity by determining traits that are passed from parents to offspring, ensuring genetic continuity across generations. Let's go to the final question. Easy question: what is a genome? That's a great explanation of what a genome is. This is your overview chart and your score. Here is your detailed report. Hello. This is an experience about structure and function of proteins. Next, I will explain to you about protein domain. Proteins are complex molecules essential for various biological functions. They are composed of amino acids, which have a basic amino group, an acidic carboxyl group, and a unique side chain. The sequence of amino acids forms the primary structure. Start quiz challenge. The timer begins when you press start. Which bond stabilizes protein structure? Hello. Let's start with an easy question about proteins. Easy question: what are the building blocks of proteins?
The building of proteins are amino acids.
Great job. Let's move on to a slightly more challenging question. Intermediate question: can you explain the role of the primary structure in protein folding?
The primary structure of a protein refers to the specific sequence of amino acids.
That's correct. The primary structure indeed refers to the sequence of amino acids. Let's delve a bit deeper into protein structures. Advanced question: how do hydrogen bonds contribute to the formation of secondary structure, as in proteins such as alpha helices and beta sheets? Excellent explanation. Hydrogen bonds indeed stabilize these secondary structure. Let's explore further into protein structures.
Protein misfolding occurs when a protein fails to fold into its correct three-dimensional structure.
Well done. Thank you for participating in this assessment. You've done a fantastic job. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Have a great day. This is your overview chart and your score is final score. Here's a summary of how you've been doing. Here is your detailed report.